What is up, guys, and welcome to Madden 2019. Today we are going to be playing the Jaguars versus the Eagles, full 15 minutes each quarter, and I'm going to be playing as the Eagles because out of those two, the Eagles would probably have to be my favorite. If you have another favorite team, let me know in the comments which is your favorite team out of the Jaguars and Eagles. If you like this video and want to see more, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button, comment below. We're still doing the sweater giveaway. Let's get going.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, we head across the Atlantic to London. Standing by with the call and maybe a little jet-lagged, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready.
Okay, we're going to select,
match up with their opponents.
We're going to kick off
Hi again, everyone.
to the left.
I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee. And they'll bring the football out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
I can't help but chuckle because I always remember when Blake Bortles got drafted as the third pick in the draft, the year he came out of UCF. So many people were in shock. They couldn't believe that the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm just going to select the suggestions. So what is ever up on that board, guys, is what I'll select. Okay, let's do this.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. So he got free.
Got him.
Do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be
Only picked up 3 yards.
And now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
Let's take a look at tight end Austin Safarian-Jenkins, or ASJ as his friends and all announcers like to call him because it's a whole lot easier. Second tight end drafted in 2014, but production was really lacking until 2017 with the New York Jets. Had 50 catches, which was more in his 2+ combined years with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook.
Got him.
It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And we peek for Philadelphia.
Jordan Hicks battled a lot of injuries while at the University of Texas, but his last season there played up to the potential they saw when he was coming out of high school. Well over 100 tackles, ranged from sideline to sideline, could also drop into pass coverage, and now uses his intelligence to run the entire Philadelphia Eagles defense from the middle linebacker position.
They'll look to throw. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
That was a hard hit.
Out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Boom.
Fournette, a first down carry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
We had like 3 guys on that one.
Tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Typically, we think it's the...
Hang on here. I'm going to actually change something here to see if I can't. Maybe like do like just the normal broadcast settings here. Accessibility, nope. Visual feedback, there we go. Okay. We're going to try that.
Strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
Yeah, there we go. It's broadcast.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And some space here. Finding some room at midfield. T.J. Yeldon. It's a big play.
I fucked that one up.
59 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
I will admit, that was a pretty long yardage right there.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Niles Paul from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Custom play options. Key the moments. Offense only. Defense only. Or full game. Huh? Oh. Okay.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
We're going to return it right in the middle.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota.
Have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota.
Okay, so we got to pay attention here now, guys.
With a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
I want to highlight Telvin Smith, only the 3rd linebacker in Jacksonville Jaguar history to make a Pro Bowl. But not for that reason. When he came out of Florida State with his build, many were projecting him as a safety.
We are not doing good, guys.
Around 215 pounds. He's gotten a little bit bigger, but his ability to run and hit and make plays has made him one of the most valuable linebackers in the NFL. They made the right choice leaving him at that spot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Okay, I feel like it was probably the camera. So what I'm going to do is do that so I could see where I'm actually passing to. And I'm going to keep the defense camera like it is.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Okay, we're gonna run it. Whoa. Settings. What? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Okay, well, looks like I'm gonna try it here, so.
Now it's the Boise State.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 38.
I think. Oh, you can't change it. Okay.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Pressure comes.
Yes.
And down he goes. The Eagles get there.
Okay. So now, I'm just going to do this. Bam. And now we can watch.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes.
So I don't fuck it up.
Situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And
they got him.
He'll only get it up to about the 31. yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
What we're going to do is we're going to create our player after this game probably, and then we're going to try to get to like the draft and stuff. The only thing I don't like about this game, guys, is they simulate the defensive positions, but I guess that's okay. Or else what we'll do is we'll do the ultimate team and just verse, you know, computers and stuff, so, and draft all our own players from a free roster list.
Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 83 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. To return it is Corey Grant. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Philly. 78 yards. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And Elliott puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin with a run by Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson wins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 21. A handoff to Fournette. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 17-7 our score. We're back to historic London, England right after this. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And they'll go on the ground. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Bortles now on the option left side. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They'll look to throw. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. Bortles now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Here's a give to Fournette. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down by Nate Gary.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Wentz now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's a great example of why you don't just make a blanket statement about any player. We talk about running backs when they're over 30. We don't expect big runs anymore. Looks like there's still life in his legs.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 7 yards on the play. And it's 3rd and 4. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Running left, it's Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jaguars on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
You know, when you talk about Jalen Ramsey, if he were a basketball player, you'd be wondering about the matchups for him, right? Where would he play? What would he cover? In this case, he can cover just about anything. I think his man coverage skills are excellent. Even a guy of his size, nearly 210 pounds, look at the footwork, look at the agility there as he drove on the dig route and made a play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Okay, so we're 24-7.
Taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
21 seconds left.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play.
Get him.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
We did not just freeze there, did we? We froze. Oh, there we go.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, yes.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going long here for Wallace. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Paul. 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 53 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Fournette on the counter, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Now back to throw. And his pass incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Third down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
first down. He'll drop to throw it, and that's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and 4th down coming up.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hang in there now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Eagles on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll set up to throw. Going long here for Wallace. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. Oh, wide open. Complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So now Bortles will bring the Jags up to go for 2. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 69 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They'll set up a throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Long in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now they try the right side here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles continue to roll. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field, That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. They find some open field here. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
380.
Back to throw. Past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
380. 380.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow
I
them to
do
drive
apologize,
all the way downfield,
everybody.
but once they get their backs to the goal
Been
line, they really turned up the pressure.
having a
Let them get all the way down.
issue
The field shrinks. They've struggled
with
to convert,
my
and that last
microphone.
incompletion brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Lambeau will put this one through. And they'll make a small dent in that big
XTX, I will look it up, and I will send you a friend request. I probably won't play tonight, but next time I hop on, I'll send you a message saying that I'm on, and then we'll play together.
Respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.
And with that being said too as well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll probably do another video here shortly, maybe within the next week or so, so tune back in. So yeah, our final score is Philadelphia Eagles is 48 and the Jacksonville Jaguars are 21. Like I said, I kind of messed it up in the beginning part, so it was more like a watch experience. But our next one is going to be the ultimate team. So what we do is we draft all these players from different rosters. All the team players go into one pool and we draft, and then we pick from there. So we select our team that we want to use. So alrighty guys, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and take care.